Dear members and friends, Rabbi Galandauer here, coming to you during these extraordinary times on behalf of an extraordinary institution, our home away from home, our shul, the Young Israel of Greater Miami. I remember just a couple years ago when my wife and I and our family moved here to North Miami Beach. And we did the traditional thing of going shul hopping to test out the different waters and the different flavors of the neighborhood. And I remember what stood out more than anything else about the Young Israel was the incredible warm welcome we received from Rabbi and Rebbetzin Lerfield and their outstanding chesed and hachnasas orchim that emanated from the shul from day one. I remember how the rabbi said that the Rebbetzin had just had some type of a surgery, but as soon as she was ready, we would be at their Shabbos table. And so it was. Within a few weeks, the invitation came, and we enjoyed a wonderful time. And it wasn't just the rabbi and Rebbetzin. From all the different institutions in town, the most invitations that came from the Young Israel. And not only that, but the shul that welcomed our children and the families that invited them for play dates also emanated from this shul, the Young Israel. And where does this come from? Where does this idea of hosting and being so involved and caring to individuals in the community, where does it come from? It comes from the strong leadership of a rabbi and Rebbetzin who understand and live the ideals and the values of the Torah when it comes to the mitzvah of achnasas orchim, tzedakah, and chesed. You see, the Torah tells us that when it comes to giving, you should surely give, nason titein, pasoach tiftach, aser to aser, always using this double language. And the reason for it is because it's telling us a very special message. That when you go ahead and give, you are also receiving. When you go ahead and donate, you're also getting it back. When you go ahead and volunteer, you're ultimately volunteering for yourself. Because the mitzvah of tzedakah and of achnasas orchim and our chesed are not to be based on need, but they're to be based on a desire to be a part of something that's bigger and greater than yourself. To be godlike, to be a giver, to be one who is able to see the needs and want to fulfill them because you want to be involved in something greater than yourself. This is the foundation of the Young Israel of Greater Miami. This is the foundation of Rabbi and Rebbetzin Lerfield. When I was asked to serve as interim rabbi, the first thing that came to my mind is the inspiration of Rabbi Lerfield. The opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself and to give, to volunteer, to help an amazing institution like the Young Israel. There are so many things that this shul has accomplished over the years. This shul has been a source and a leadership when it comes to chesed, hachnasas orchim, and really taking care of the needs of the North Miami Beach community. I still remember when the previous president on Shabbos would get up and would announce, if there's anyone in shul that needs a place to eat, please see Ron Fisher. And he would always tell Ron Fisher to stand up, and he always would. A little embarrassed, perhaps, but with great pride that this is what the Young Israel stands for. And so now we come before Yom Kippur, and we offer the opportunity to once again get involved and show how the foundation of our shul, of giving, contributing, and being a part of something greater than ourselves, lives on in our hearts. We have the opportunity to help. The needs are great. The shul has so many programs and so many things that we would like to continue to be able to offer. And in order to be able to do so, we need the members and friends of the Young Israel to once again show us the strong foundation that our legacies have been built on. And in that spirit, and with the inspiration of Rabbi and Rebbetzin Lerfield, I want to follow in his footsteps whereby every campaign he would always start with himself first. And so my wife and I would like to pledge $180 towards our Yom Kippur campaign, not just for the needs of the shul, but also for our own personal need to be involved with something that's greater than ourselves and to be as godlike as we can. In the merit of our giving, in the merit of our communal offerings, may Hashem bless each and every one of us with a Gemar Chasima Tova, and may we experience a year 5781 like no other, Beruchnius V'Gashmius.